Wow. It's not even laughable anymore. I told you we have communists in our government. We have them not only at the federal level, you have them at the local level too. These people must be branded so you know who in the hell they are. This is from WND. It's dated January 16, 2020. I'm going to zoom this in. It was at 8 o'clock last night when this came out. A buddy of mine happened to send it to me, and I want to thank him. It says, Dem officials threaten to call cops if Pledge of Allegiance is recited. It's become increasingly apparent that there are some on the left who are not particularly patriotic and have little or no patience for a display of respect to this country and the flag that represents it. It was just proven at a local board of elections meeting in Bladen County, North Carolina on Tuesday when 3 Democrat members of the board voted down a proposal to add the Pledge of Allegiance to the agenda. The vote, however, prompted an audience member-led recital, and the Democratic chairwoman threatened to call police if anyone did the same at the next meeting, according to the Washington Free Beacon. The Board of Elections for the county had been attended and filmed entirely by a local reporter for the Bladen online media outlet. The first order of business raised at the meeting was in regard to the pledge was a board member named Emery White, a military veteran. Only White and another Republican on the board, fellow veteran Mike Hancock, voted in favor of adding the pledge to the agenda, while Chairwoman Luana Thompson and fellow Democratic board Deborah Bell and Patty Shepard voted against it. A few minutes after the vote, the floor was opened up for attendees to address the board with any questions. Several people spoke out in opposition to the decision not to recite the pledge prior to the start of the board meeting, as it's done as an opening invocation. One person who spoke up in favor of the pledge actually proceeded to recite it and was joined by the vast majority of those in attendance, as well as 2 Republican board members. The 3 Democratic members remained seated. Thompson called for a short recess following recital of the pledge, and then later the board had reconvened and the meeting went on as usual. However, at the tail end of the meeting, just before it was adjourned, Thompson raised the issue of the disruption regarding the pledge. The next meeting, if that happens again, law enforcement will be called because it is against the law to disrupt a meeting when it is going on, and that is what happened today with reciting the pledge. So be prepared for that. Democrats vote out the pledge and refuse to stand for it. Oh, Lord. Do they not understand, or are they just plain stupid? And that's, according to the local Bladen Journal, Thompson had been appointed to her position as chair of the county boards of elections by Democratic Governor Roy Cooper. And the government office was asked about what had transpired at that meeting regarding the pledge, and it turns out the Democratic governor didn't feel the same way as the chairwoman he appointed. The governor leads a pledge of allegiance before every council of state meeting. He doesn't agree with the action taken, and he thinks it's a good practice to say it before the board of election meeting. When the governor's support of the pledge is appreciated, he clearly avoided addressing the issue of the threat to call law enforcement for a future recital of the meeting. Republican North Carolina Representative Dan Bishop, who represents part of the country, had no qualms about calling out that particular aspect of the incident. It was appalled that the chairman of the Bladen County Board of Elections will prevent board members on a threat of arrest from reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. It shows a twisted moral code to oppose the right to honor the flag that stands for the freedom and oppression. I stand with board members who continue to revere and respect our flag and those who lost their lives defending it. It's nothing short of amazing that some folks on the left have chosen to make something as fundamental as the Pledge of Allegiance into a divisive political issue. The fact that Thompson would actually threaten to call police over the recital of the pledge is in essence calling the government to complain about people pledging loyalty to the government. It's downright baffling, and hopefully she will reconsider when the issue rises again. No loyalty to our government, to our Constitution, to the Declaration of Independence. What does those mean anymore? I'm sorry, but those 3 people that didn't stand should be removed from the board. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll put this back up here and you can't make this stuff up. Be on your toes. I don't care what state you live in, what county you live in. You've got to be awake. Get this stuff out in the open so we know who these people are so they can be removed. Thanks for watching.